Okay, we should be recording. Well, listen, a very, very warm welcome to everybody this evening. It's great to see so many people on, and lovely to be hosting this evening. Lisa is at a meeting, so it is myself and the lovely Vicky who are going to be doing some training for us this evening. We've got a lot to cover, so definitely have your diaries in front of you. We've got some really good dates, some important dates, in fact 12 months of events to give you. Also have a pen and a piece of paper, and please have that available so you can take some notes. Now we're going to dive straight in. I've got two Pro 3s on the line. I've got Ishmael from the Netherlands, and I've got Carol here in the UK, who have recently both attended the Pro 3 retreat that we had over the weekend. Ishmael, I'm going to start with you, if that's okay, from the Netherlands, because you had your event yesterday. You need to unmute yourself there. You had your event yesterday, and obviously I know you did Pro 3 a few months back, but this is obviously the first time we had a leadership retreat within the company. And I'd love you to share with the people on today really what you got from that event, what it meant to you personally in terms of how you're building your business, but also how you're able to walk away from that event and apply some of what you learned into building your team and helping your team members. And also, if you've got any piece of advice for people who are looking to go Pro 3, what sort of tips or advice would you give them? And why should they be at the next event? So I'd love to hear your experience.
Thank you, Lara, for giving me this opportunity to share my experience of yesterday, last Sunday. It was great. It was, in short terms, amazing, very inspiring. What have I learned? My best learning fact is in this, that I had the idea, I got the feeling that we are never standing alone. We have always somebody to lean on, with whom we can work, and that can who is able to support us in our business. And to see Rachel and all those names, I'm too excited at this moment, from the company. It was great. It was very, very inspiring day, amazing day. We have got so much information about how to build business, and how to go on and make your business bigger, to let your business grow. And what kind of tools we need therefore, and that we have enough support from our uplines to do the necessary, actually, to get this business grow. It's very difficult at this moment to explain all of it. I hope that the others have experienced at this same as I did, and my inspiration is in this, that I am now more than determined to make my business a plan A instead of a plan B, and to make it bigger, to grow, and I have set my goals to go by the end of May, in June, to be a Pro 5 at least, if possible Pro 6.
Awesome, excellent. Well, fantastic goal to have, and you've certainly been equipped with the tools to go do that now.
Yes. I'm very excited at this moment, Lara, to explain. What did I learn? I have made so many notes. I was today not able to go through them because I had to let those information sink before. And I was last week's. I was busy making a plan for myself, how to go to work through the week. Also to develop for myself other kind of behavior. Yeah. Because that was one of my struggles the last period, that I didn't got the results as I wanted to be. Yeah. So I'm making a change of plans at this moment, and I I said my goal is to go to Pro 5, Pro 6 in the first half of this year.
Excellent. Well, that's very exciting. I can feel and I can see your excitement coming through, and I know we're going to be talking about the next Pro 3 event in a few short moments. So for those of you who would like to experience that, absolutely brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Ishmael, and
you're welcome.
Appreciate you coming on. And I'm going to move over to a UK Pro 3 now, to Carol. Who's there. Carol, if you want to unmute again. Obviously I got to spend a lot of time with you on Saturday. I was there, a bit like Ishmael. I took 9 pages of notes and I've read them once, and I was like, wow, I can't believe we took on all of that in one day. So Carol, obviously love to hear from you, what it meant getting to Pro 3, what it meant being at the event, what you've taken away, and anything that you can offer anyone listening.
Yeah. Hi, Lara. Hi. One of the first things I'd like to say is that I don't think there's one single event or one single exposure that we go to, whether it's, a call like this on a Monday, or even, I try and get also on all the opportunity calls as well, and all the events, that you don't learn on so many levels. Mm-hmm. So every single exposure, every event, everybody has to get on it. With Pro 3, I hit Pro 3 quite a long time ago. I've kind of hovered. I do have a business that I run, which is our own business. So I have been quite busy. So, when you say you can grow, you can get there, even having another business, you can do it. But the event on Saturday was absolutely astounding. And again, I think to say what Ishmael said about the support, how you feel now, I really, really felt very much part of the founding team here in the UK and in Europe. We really are sort of pioneering it, and how that even corporate, they do see us as business people, as people who are setting up our own businesses and running our own businesses, and giving us the tools to constantly thinking of different things to make it easier and easier and easier, and coming and talking to us, and seeing how they can support us and how they can help us grow our business, grow their business, and all part of a team. One of the things that I found that I didn't know was the incredible social responsibility element of the company, and how they are building social housing, or housing for people who have no homes, for the homeless in other countries. That just blew me away.
Fantastic. Yeah, it was amazing to see that not just the company, but the distributors are doing that.
Yes, the distributors, putting it, I can't wait. Amazing.
Fantastic. So any advice for maybe somebody who might be sitting on the phone right now on Zoom going, I joined over the weekend. In fact, I know we've got people on who joined this weekend because there was lots of people there. Or there might be somebody who's maybe been here 6 months and gone, well, I haven't gone Pro 3 yet. What would you say to somebody who's just sitting here going, actually, I would love to get to that level where attend that training and see my business grow?
I think stick with it. Create the exposures, get out there, get amongst the people, tell them what we've got. I've got some network meetings that I'm going to. I've got one tomorrow evening in London. I've got another one that I'm attending. One of my distributors is having a party on Wednesday. So just get in front of people and, you know, tell them what we've got. Expose it. Expose yourself to the trainings and expose anybody you can to what we've got. And just keep doing that, just constantly, consistently, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. I've decided now I'm going to put Mondays aside. Monday is my LifeVantage day. There is nothing that I will do other than LifeVantage on a Monday. So really just, you know, if you're going to grow your business, you've got to treat it like a business. If you want to earn £30,000 a year, get £30,000 a year out of this business, if you were paying somebody £30,000 a year to do work for you, how much work would you expect them to do? Mm-hmm. And in fact, you don't even have to do that much. You just have to keep it consistent and get it in front of people. And whatever it is that you did to get your first people signed up and get your distributors signed up, get them trained, teach them, learn how to train, learn how to teach. And yeah, just have that mindset. It works.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, Carol, thank you very much for coming on this evening. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing with us. And, you know, you touched on something really important there, which is events. And I'm going to talk about events now. But, you know, events are the key thing. I've been in this industry 7 years. And every time, whether I hop on a call like this on a Monday evening, and trust me, I've just come screaming in the door, having taken 3 children to swimming. They were screaming when I logged on. Vicky was like, Vicky, I'm sorry, my kids are screaming. It was not perfect this evening by any matter of means. But every time I come on, somebody says something that gives me something else, whether it's something that I then go, I can say that to someone else. What Vicky told us 2 weeks ago, the message she has sent out, has been an amazing resource for me in the last week. So every time you do, and just coming out of the weekend event, for me, one of the highlights was hearing Clinton Boyle's story. I'm going to really give it to you briefly, but this guy was over from the States. He was a Pro 9. His organization is turning over $800,000 a month. His background was as an explosive engineer. He used to blow up mines, which is pretty dangerous, but quite cool at the same time. And he was made redundant 7 years ago. And to cut a very long story short, he joined this business when it was in pre-launch. His ID is number 60. So he's the 60th distributor. And for 5 months, he spoke to everyone he knew, and he could not sign up one single person. Nobody, not even the family dog. Okay. And they were actually allowing people join for free in those days. So he couldn't get someone to join for free, but he stuck with it. And it was through attending an event that somebody said something to him that shifted him into a different place, maybe emotionally, mentally, skill set wise. And he's gone on to build an organization that turns over $800,000 a month, averaging around a $40,000 a month income. He'd never been in this industry before. So you might be sitting here thinking, you know what, I joined last March and, you know, I sold a few things or something hasn't been happening. You know, if that's you, you're the Clinton Boyles in the UK yet. You know, you can be a Pro 9. So for me, and also I take notes. You know, I took 9 pages of notes, and I know sometimes people look and go, what are you taking down? Surely you're a Pro 5. You know a lot of this. I go, no, you can never learn enough. So on that note, another thing I really got out of the UK and out of the event, and Ishmael really touched on this brilliantly, is that we now have a infrastructure, a corporate infrastructure in place that is putting things in place for us so we can go out and build our business. We've got Marcel, who's an incredible operational guy. He's got all the sales stuff coming in. And we've got Peter, Dr. Peter, who, if you have not yet met this man, he knows how to present. He knows how to share this information. So we've excused the fact that this is a picture. I've got the back of Vicky's head there, and that might be Carol. It might be your head. I don't know whose head that is, but I was doing these slides whilst the kids were swimming tonight, so it was a bit of a rush job, but we wanted to get the information to you. This information has been shared in the LVEU WhatsApp group, and what I'd say to everybody is you can take a screenshot now, but what it is we have a 12-month calendar of events, okay? This is for the UK. You can see here, this is the UK meetings. We're going to have an opportunity meeting on the 12th of February. It's confirmed it will be in London. This will be in London. We haven't got a venue yet, but for anybody in the UK, I always call London the centre of the clock face. People can get from all angles into London. It's going to be London. March 11th, again, another opportunity meeting. April 9th. And then our next Pro3 conference is the 26th of May. I'm going to come to that again in a second, and Vicky's going to be talking to you about that in a lot of detail. You can also see there we're going to have the NRF1 launch at that time. So that's a really key date to be working towards. Again, June 11th, July 15th, July 22nd, we've got an NRF1 and an NRF2 duo launch. That's where we can sell the two products together like they do in the US. They've got a duo package. August 20th, September 16th, October 8th. And the plan is to divide these up between north, south, and middle. So we're going to have a sort of London, probably Manchester, or the Midlands, somewhere like Birmingham, and also Scotland. But we have the opportunity to really develop these markets. Then October 14th and 15th, we're going to have an elite academy, a European elite academy in Amsterdam. I'm so excited about that because I love Amsterdam. It's an amazing city and it's so easy to get to. It's probably easier to get to Amsterdam for me than it is to get to Birmingham. And then we've got November 18th and December 10th. So those are dates. Put them in your diary and plan ahead. So if somebody says to you, you know what, I'm really busy, my youngest is starting school in September, call me then, you can say to them, great, put 16th of September in your diary, we've got something happening that day. Get these dates in your diary to promote. And we've got the Netherlands, apologies the Netherlands, this photo is not as good quality, but again, we've got February 11th. I do not know where the Dutch meetings are. I know that we're building currently out of Amsterdam. We've got 12th of March, 8th of April. We've got the 27th of May for the NRF1 launch and the Pro3 conference. So that's a Saturday, the day after R1. June 10th, July 16th, again, opportunity meetings. 23rd of July, we've got the NRF1 and 2 launch. And then again, 19th of August, 17th of September, 7th of October for more opportunity meetings. And these are going to be corporate run meetings, okay? This is not to say that Lisa, Vicky, Ivan, Carol, Sam, Joe, John, you know, your leaders in your marketplace are going to be running meetings in your local marketplace, but these are corporate run ones where we're going to have the grand fromages, the big cheeses, the likes of Darren Jensen flying in, you know, the likes of Justin Rose, people like Clinton Boyles. I promise you, if you had anyone in the room in Bedford on Saturday or Amsterdam yesterday and looked at this 33-year-old man who has 7 children, God bless him, 7 children, and he's built a Pro9 business, they will have gone, if he can, I can. Okay, so it's not just the meeting. Don't say it's the same old meeting. It's the stories, it's the testimonials. So you're going to get these people investing in coming over. And you know what? It's what we do at these meetings. I can see Ishmael nodding there. You know, I bet that you probably had guests yesterday in Amsterdam, but I bet you wish you had 10 more. And I know, now you know the quality of these meetings, you're going to make sure you never go to an event alone. So again, we've got the European event in Amsterdam, 14th to 15th of October, 19th of November, and the 9th of December, we have got the opportunity meeting, and we've got Axio launching. I am so excited about Axio launching. So that is what the next 12 months looks like. We will have locations in place shortly, so you'll be able to know which part of the country they're all in. But guys, that's something for you to really work towards. So a snapshot at our diaries. Now I'm going to hand over to Vicky in a second, but I mentioned there we got the next Pro3 conference on the 26th of May and 27th in Amsterdam. Who can get to it? Well, all new qualified Pro3 distributors are welcome to attend, and any existing Pro3 distributors that are paid rank Pro3 at least 2 times between now and then are welcome to attend, to sit down, to have that level of training, to have lunch, sit down and have lunch with Peter and Justin Rose and these guys. I mean, we literally sat side by side and had very intimate conversations about how we were building this business with these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand over to my lovely friend Vicky Chavron, who is a Pro 5 building an amazing business all over the UK, and she's going to talk to you about going Pro 3. So you might be brand new on the phone, you might be like Minty who joined us just over the weekend, or you might have been in the business 6 months and going, I really want to go Pro 3. She's going to tell you how you can focus and you can go Pro 3 by the 26th, 27th of May and attend that event with Darren Jensen. So Vicky, over to you.
Okay, hi, thank you, Lauren. Hello, everybody. Well, I hate to be like a broken record, but events. Put those dates in your diary for the events, the corporate events. I know that I've had calls today from members of my team who attended on Saturday afternoon who said, oh my God, I just wish I'd have had people with me. Don't wish you'd have had people with you. Get people to the events. That's what they're there for. I can see Danny's put it was amazing. And you sit there and think, God, I wish I'd have brought 10, 15, 20 people. So get the 10, 20 people to the events. We're going to be telling you the venues soon, and get people lined up even now to commit to those events and follow up. So I am a broken record, but events are so important. Okay, so how do we get to Pro 3? So I've also had, and I'm sure that each team leader has had a little bit of movement from the team saying, I want to be there in May, I want to be there in May. How can you get there? Well, to be a Pro 3, you need to have a volume of 5,000 volume in your organization. So what does that look like? Well, you can see this little graph. So that's you at the top, a Pro 3. And what you need to do is find 5 people to introduce the business to and make them go Pro 1. So if you get 5 people to Pro 1, you have a 5,000 volume business. And obviously, it's not as easy maybe as that. However, I'm going to explain how it was explained to us and help you all get on your way to doing it. You have leaders. And what Carol said and what Lara said was, we're very, very comfortably close to all the leaders right now. And whilst we are, use us, use Lisa, use Marcel, use Peter for their knowledge. They're very, very open and they're very happy to discuss and help us. So one thing that we really went through was creating Pro 3s and how to show them the way. So you make a choice to be a leader, and to be a leader, you want to be leading others, and you have to just commit to growth. So leading by example is really, really key. So if you are a leader and you're wanting to be a leader, you need to make sure that you're leading by example and following the leaders in the team. So set the pace for your team and lead them yourself. So we had this little saying, your walk talks and your talk talks. How loud is your walk talking? I'll say it again. Your walk talks and your talk talks. How loud is your walk talking? So it's what you do. We can all say what we're going to do, but we're going to actually choose activity. So if we're going to choose leadership, we have to look at ourselves. Not at our upline, not at our downline, not to blame, but look at ourselves and see where we can grow. And in order to grow the business, you have to be responsible for the results. Now, we're all very happy, as I say, to help, to guide, to show the way, but you have to be responsible for the results that you will get. So look at yourself and say, how do I need to improve? And how do I need to get better? And organize planning meetings with your upline or your Pro 5 upline. So with Ivan, Lara, Lisa, or myself. So to become better, we have to develop ourselves into leaders. We're not born necessarily leaders, but everybody is able to develop to be a leader. So we're going to aim to launch ourselves. So a lot of you are sitting there thinking, okay, I want to be Pro 3, but how am I going to get these Pro 1s? Well, you have to launch yourself, and you have to maybe relaunch your own business. And I know from meeting people at the different events, they always say, right, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today. And it's fine. It doesn't matter when you're ready to launch yourself. So making a list of 100 names. So put in the chat, who has genuinely made the list of 100 names and made the calls that they know they need to be doing in the time span that they give themselves. A minimum of 3 launch events for the first 30 days. So a minimum of 3 launch events in the first 30 days. Now that can be a launch event at home, a launch event online, a launch event such as Saturday, and the next event in the UK is February it's the 11th and 12th that weekend. So already be thinking, who are you going to be inviting to that launch event? Who are you going to bring in now who is going to be inviting? So it's not just inviting them, because if they start now, they can also be inviting. So you can have a lot of team members and a lot of guests at the February event. So not everybody runs and runs and runs. A lot of people have got full-time businesses. So choose your speed. You can choose your speed. You can walk this, you can run this, or you can fly this business. So if you think, okay, I really am going to walk this business, but I want it to grow, you need to be looking at putting the business in front of 15 people in a month. That's 15 presentations, whether it's one presentation for 15 people or 15 presentations, one at a time, or 3 at one. And I'm not very good at maths, but you know what I'm getting at. So make sure that you've got these launch events in. So if you don't know how to book a launch event, again, contact me, contact Lara, contact Lisa, contact Ivan, contact the leaders, Carol, Francis, Joe, the leaders that were at the Pro 3 event. They are the people, they know how to get to Pro 3 and they can help you. So you make sure you've got the events in and keep launching yourself. There's never too many times to follow up people and launch. You may well have invited somebody 6 times, but Lara, I believe, took 9 times for her first business before she actually said yes to turning up to an event. So never stop inviting, because when the time is right, that person will be there. So if you're wanting to run with this business, you need to be putting 30 events in a month, 30 presentations in 1 month. And if you want to fly, you're going to be looking at 3 a day, so that's 90 a month. But it doesn't matter which speed you choose, just make sure that you are doing the required amount of presentations, because nobody can guess what you're doing. Okay, so you're going to be personally recruiting. So you're going to be looking at putting 5 people in yourself. Now, you'll then know how to put somebody in and get them started. So I'm going to go through that as well. But the main thing is knowing how to recruit somebody, knowing or to bring somebody in as a business partner, which is a much nicer way of putting it. So bringing somebody in and being able to work with that person so that they can do exactly the same thing. So we've got to also set proper expectations. So we've got customers and we've got distributors. So when you are bringing somebody in as a distributor, don't try and fluff it up and make it pink and fluffy. You need to set the expectations. Otherwise, they will be absolutely happy as Larry being a customer, and that will give you your volume, and you need the customers as well. But somebody that's coming in to do the business needs to be set the proper expectations. Okay? It might be hard, and it might be one of the hardest things that they're doing, but it will be fun. And if you help them by setting their goals, making the list with them, okay, and helping them share the opportunity. And that's what our job as Pro 3 and above leaders' job is, to do that with the rest of the team. So if you've come in, as have Deborah last week and Minty today, you want to be looking at having a minimum of 3 launch events in your first 30 days. Okay? So, and anyone who comes into your business also needs to be looking at having a minimum of 3 launch events in their first 30 days. Work with the people that want to do this. You'll get people that want to go slowly, people that want to fly, and you just work with those people. So when you're setting the expectations, you're going to set the expectations that you're going to mentor anybody who comes into the business for the first 90 days. And at the end of the 90 days, you're going to make them independent of you. And you ask them, does that sound like something they would like to do? And you ask them, if you don't show up, how much badgering do you want? Because you'll be shown the way to go. You'll be shown what to do. I'm going to say, make a list of 100 names. I'm going to help you do the calls. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly calling you. They've got to give as well. So if you are new in the business and you feel like you badger your upline, you don't badger your upline at all. That's what we enjoy, is the people that want to continuously call us, tell us that you've put a customer in. It's exciting. It's the new part of a new business, and every little bit is really exciting. So you want to show up to every event. I'm just going to recap. Show up to every event. If you're wanting to aim to get to Pro 3, you need to have a list of 100 people. And your upline can show you how to share this opportunity. You want to bring in 5 people, and those 5 people, you're going to show them how to get to Pro 1. So you're going to bring them in on the Freedom Pack, upgrade them to the Vantage Pack, and bring in 1 other person each to do exactly the same thing. That will bring them to Pro 1, and you then, if you've got 5 doing that, you will make to Pro 3. There might be different solutions to Pro 3, and different people might go at different rates, but that is what you need to be aiming to do. So by doing that, you're going to be launching your event, your event. So you're going to book in events. You're going to make sure that you are at the corporate events and inviting people. And you're going to be doing your list and contacting people all the time. Now, even if you were doing a full-time job and you've got half an hour a day, you can still contact at least 1 person a day. Okay. So that's really, I'm going to leave it at that, because there's a lot more to say, except that it's very simple if you just stick to the system. And nobody is doing anything differently. I'm doing it, Lara's doing it, Lisa's doing it, Carol's doing it, Ishmael's doing it, Ivan's doing it, and the list is endless. And the people, if you're really honest and you're doing it, and you say, I'm doing this, tell your upline what you're doing and let them help you if it's not going exactly to plan. Okay, I hope I only got the 1 slide. So you're aiming to get to 5,000 volume by May 26th, before the Pro 3 event, to get there. And believe me, it was worth every single minute that we sat there. I'm going to pass you back to Lara. Is Lara still? Lara?
Yes, Vicky, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm there. So I've covered that slide.
Fantastic. Really appreciate that. Was great. And I think it's really key to say we're not doing anything differently. You know, I think sometimes people think there's some sort of magic sauce we're not telling anybody about, but it really is as simple as being consistently introducing new people to the information and following up. And as Vicky said, for anybody who's new on the line tonight, it took 9 months for me to attend a meeting. Somebody very consistently kept me exposed to information, even when I cancelled on her about 3 or 4 times. So, you know, that's another day's training, but, you know, people will come to this in their own time. I have a very a great belief in that, and our job is not to try and sell to them, not trying to close them, just, you know, invite them to take a look and let them have a look at it. So lots on that. That was brilliant training. Thank you so much for that. So what I want to just move on to is some of the exciting things that are happening from a head office perspective. And this was covered on Saturday in our Pro 3 training, but I want to make sure that everybody across the UK and the Netherlands has this information. So first thing is, you should all have received it, and that is an email saying that we now have a corporate WhatsApp group. To get yourself on the corporate WhatsApp group, all you have to do is take a screenshot, take that number there, the +49, and send start, and you'll then be added to the group. Now, the great thing about this group is nobody else can respond in it, so it's purely notifications and alerts. But nowadays, you know, email is not as effective form of communication as it was. We all now have sort of social folders that we don't necessarily look at, or it can go into spam. You know, Facebook, not everybody's on it, but WhatsApp is fantastic, and this is where you're going to get immediate corporate updates. And I'd say please do put that on, because I uploaded it about 2 weeks ago, and I've had 3 messages, and I did actually have 3 emails, but I looked at my WhatsApp before I went to my email. So get yourself on that, make sure everybody in your team is on that. It also saves you having to pass on information. Next thing is, the company is going to be much more proactive in putting together special offers. Now, I know in the middle of December, I was away, I was in Australia at the time, they put out a 48-hour sale promo on the True Science skincare, and I can only say what I saw from my team, but it got people excited, it got people phoning their customers, it got people reconnecting with customers. It was saying, do you know we've got this special offer on? It's great. And volume rose as a result. So this is something that the company are going to be introducing. They're also going to look at price drops or PV rises, so obviously that's exciting. So that's another reason you want to be on that WhatsApp group, because you will get that. They're not going to give us any kind of prior warning to this, because they want us to keep, you know, to keep things going. But that's exciting. That means that we have some fun offers to over the next couple of months. The other thing they have is incentives, and I know many of you are already aware of the Hawaiian promotion, and I'm just going to run through really quickly the qualification period and what's required. So it started on October 1st, ends on February 28th, so we still have just over a month. Qualify for participation. You can get participation, airfare, and also spending money, and it's based on building your organizational volume across 3 legs with a balance of 60, 30, and 10%. So new people on the line, you're going to go, what is she talking about? 3 legs is 3 different teams within your organization. And let me share what the organizational increase is. So if you do 25,000 over what you were back in June, July, and August of last year, you're going to receive an airfare and your accommodation. If you do 50,000 over, you're going to get your airfare. You can bring another participant, whether it's your other half or a team member, and you're going to get some spending money as well. Now, it's not too late for people to qualify for this. You may be thinking, I haven't got enough in my pipeline, but a lot can happen. You know, if you're proactive and getting out there and having conversations with people, you know, you might be about to recruit the next Vicky Chavron or Lisa Panton. You just don't know. So I always say to people, don't, you know, turn away from a promotion or an incentive until it's over, because things can happen. So definitely Hawaii is something exciting. And based on what I experienced on Saturday, which was just an event in a lovely venue with a lovely lunch, a really lovely lunch. It was amazing food, I have to say. I know that they don't do things by halves. Another promotion that is just being launched this month, and it's a sponsoring promotion. It's focused on both sponsoring distributors and customers, so absolutely everybody can qualify. I'm going to run through this. So it started on the 1st of January and ends on the 31st of March. So we've 3 full months to go qualify this. So enroll a total of 5 platinum packs, or which is worth 5,000 in PV, or do 5,000 in customer volume, and you're going to earn yourself a LifeVantage Fitbit. How cool is that? You know, it can be a variation of that as well. So it might be a bit of a new platinum pack and some new customer volume, but it's 5,000 in PV. Second thing is enroll a total of 11 platinum packs, and you get yourself an Apple Watch. Now, I don't know about you, I really want an Apple Watch. Really want an Apple Watch. But the next promo is something I desperately want, because my MacBook Air, my current MacBook Air, is on its way out. So for the top 2 worldwide enrollers with the most amount of volume over that 3-month period, there is a MacBook Pro on offer, which is pretty exciting. Anybody who has a MacBook Pro will know they're lovely computers to have. Anybody who hasn't, trust me, you're going to want it. They're super fast, super good, except for when you've had one as old as mine that is overloading. So that is the incentive. There's also for anybody who goes rank advanced to Pro 3 during this period is going to earn a $500 cash bonus. That is close to €500. It's about 420 pounds right now. So that is a really great incentive to have. Anybody who rank advanced to Pro 5 is going to earn $1,000, which again is around about £800, about €900. So really worthwhile grabbing hold of that incentive. You know, if I was right now, if I was new and I was sitting here going, oh my word, I want that Fitbit, I'd be like grabbing my upline, grabbing their upline, saying, what do I need to do, and get that. Because by virtue of going out and talking to people about this business, about this product, you're going to start enrolling customers, and you're going to start enrolling distributors, and you are going to start building your business. So I don't know, hold on one sec. I'm on Lisa's system here this evening, so I'm not as familiar with it as I have been. Lisa, or sorry, not Lisa, Vicky, can you confirm you can still see things? I'm hoping I haven't.
I can see, well, I can see the picture of Lisa.
Okay, actually, yeah, I didn't realize I was off video all this time. So guys, that's what we've covered for this evening. Really important to be aware of the dates of all the events that we have. Obviously, the Pro 3 is the focus. If you're brand new, we want to help you go Pro 1. We want to help you get your business up and running. And then once you've gone Pro 1, we want to start helping you and teach you how to get other people to Pro 1, so you can start moving your business towards Pro 3. If you're a Pro 1 or Pro 2 and you want to go Pro 3, you want to be at that next Pro 3 retreat, please get with somebody who can help you put a plan together and move your business forward. I'd completely forgotten about that $500 bonus. That alone is a great reason to do it. But also all those sponsoring incentives that are in place as well right now. Now, just going to check and see if we've got any questions. I see Vicky saying, make a list of 100 people you know tonight. Absolutely. Any questions that anybody has? I see Deborah's made her list tonight. See everybody. So maybe you want to shout out in the box below, what is your goal in the next 3 months? What's your goal between now and the next Pro 3 event? What would you like to achieve? Got Robert and Annabelle, 5. Pro 5. Awesome. I'm assuming you mean Pro 5. Michelle, Pro 3. Karina, Pro 3. Awesome. Minty's goal is to get to Pro 3. Go, Minty. I know you're going to do that. I met you on Saturday and I know you're going to do that. Pavey, relaunch and go to Pro 4. Awesome girl. Danny, Pro 3 as well. Dawn, Pro 3. Stuart. Okay, so we've set the bar. Pro 3 is where we're all going to be. Catherine, June, Vicky's right. It is completely achievable. It is completely achievable. This business is all about activity. There is no secret sauce. Do people say no to me? Yes. Do people not return my call? Yes. Do people say that they're going to call me back and not? Yes. But here's what happens. I don't worry about them. I'm only interested in talking to the people who want to get on the product and want to try it, and the people who want to have a look at the business. They're the ones that count. And the other people, because I was one of those people for 9 months, I dodged my sister-in-law because she was the sponsor for my first business. She invited me to everything over a 9-month period. I made every excuse in the world. I even got my dad to call me in the middle of a meeting so I could leave. I did not want to look at network marketing. So just think, you could be missing somebody like me or a Vicky right now because you've given up too soon on them. You know, love on them. Don't pester them. Don't pester them. We'll teach you that. We'll do a workshop on follow-up and how to keep people in your pipeline without putting them off, because I was lucky. Somebody did not put me off. They just shared enough information to get me interested. So I see more. We've got Julie going Pro 3, Laura going Pro 3, somebody with a number going Pro 5, relaunch Pro 5. Help loads of people get better. Absolutely. That is so key. And here's the thing, you know, focus on helping people get on the product and you'll build your business. Help everyone to get better. Awesome. Awesome. It is so achievable. It is. Just stay focused. Get yourself a plan. So on that note, Vicky, before we finish up, have you got anything else you would like to add?
No, I hate that we say the same thing and it sounds like we are just going on and on, but get yourself to the events. I know that everybody that made the events, I know even June went to the one in Bury and she said it was amazing. Those that came on Saturday, I mean, every time I listen to the team, the leaders, I wanted to sign up all over again. I'm so excited by what we've got. And I really feel like, don't underestimate what opportunity we're sitting on, and don't let anybody else, you know, take your thunder, because actually it is exciting. And if you put it out enough places, and that's why we say 100 people, put the names down, because if you put it out to enough people, there are people that are looking for something at that time, and some people won't be looking right now, and it doesn't matter what you will say, but you're then going to wait and that person will be ready at maybe another time. So welcome to all the newbies this week, because you've joined the most amazing business at the most amazing time. And for those of you who have been in and want to relaunch and get going, do it. Don't talk about it, just do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On that note, I want to share something, a message that I sent today to a guy I know who's in banking. Now, again, the old Lara would have prejudged, going, don't call him, he's in banking. People in banking earn lots of money, for sure, or yes or yes, they do. Okay, and they're traditional business people. So the prejudging Lara would go, don't talk to him, he won't be interested in this. So he asked me what I was doing, and I got help from Lisa with this response. So thank you, Lisa, if you're listening to the recording. I just responded with, I help the average person who doesn't have access to passive income through things like investments to create a financial asset for themselves via network distribution. And I sent that at midday, and I didn't get a response until an hour ago. And he just goes, can you show me a way to make more money? So here's what I'd say to you is, don't prejudge anyone, whether it's, you know, somebody in the service industry, somebody who's a multimillionaire, somebody who's CEO of something, somebody who's in care. Don't prejudge anybody. You don't know who or what positions people are in. They may be looking for something else. So on that point, we're going to wrap up this evening's call. If you have any questions, post them in the team chat. All of those dates, all of those pictures that we shared with you were shared earlier with the dates. I'll repost them now because they might have gone up the scroll a little bit with all the welcomes and things that were happening today. But guys, be at the next events. Can I write that down for you? I will. 2 of you have asked me that. That's absolutely fine. It was Lisa's. I can claim no intellectual ownership on that. It was purely her, but we will share that with you now. Anyway, have a wonderful evening, everybody. Have a wonderful week. It's only the 16th of the month. There's still a good 2 and a bit weeks left to go out and help you maybe re-qualify to a rank that you want to get to, get some new customers on board, rebuild your business, get started, whatever it is. But have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye. Oh, Lisa, Vicky, you're muted. Bye. Night.
Good night.
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 Bye. Bye, Carol. Thank you, Ismail. Thank you, Carol. You were brilliant tonight. Thank you.
So were you.